Think you're eating healthy? These 4 everyday foods could be quietly pushing your cholesterol through the roof. Stick with me. Some of them may surprise you. Hi, I'm Sam, and today we're talking about foods with the highest cholesterol levels. Whether you're managing high cholesterol or just trying to eat smarter, this list is essential. Number 1. Egg yolks. Let's start with a food that's often misunderstood: egg yolks. For years, eggs have been at the center of the cholesterol debate. One large egg yolk contains about 186 milligrams of cholesterol. To put that into perspective, that's more than half of the recommended daily limit for healthy adults, which sits around 300 milligrams. Yet, eggs are truly a nutritional powerhouse. The yolk is rich in choline, essential for brain health, as well as vitamin D, and healthy fats your body needs. But it's easy for your cholesterol intake to add up if you're in the habit of eating several eggs a day, whether in omelets, baked goods, or as a quick snack. Now, you might have heard that dietary cholesterol doesn't impact blood cholesterol as much as we once thought. And there's some truth to that. For many healthy people, moderate egg consumption isn't a major cause for concern. But for those at risk of heart disease or with existing high cholesterol, it's smart to be cautious. One practical solution is to use more egg whites, which are cholesterol-free and still packed with protein. If you love eggs, consider having whole eggs a few times a week rather than every day, and make the rest of your breakfast plate colorful with veggies, fruit, and whole grains. Number 2. Liver. Now, let's move on to a food often labeled as nature's multivitamin: liver. Whether it's beef, chicken, or pork liver, this organ meat is packed with nutrients: iron, vitamin A, and B12, to name just a few. But it's also one of the most concentrated sources of cholesterol you'll find. Just 3 ounces of cooked beef liver can contain over 330 milligrams of cholesterol, putting you above the daily recommended limit in a single small serving. For some people, especially those who are iron deficient or lacking in B12, liver can be a valuable addition to the diet, just not too often. The key is moderation. Enjoying liver on occasion, rather than every week, can help you reap the nutritional benefits without overloading your system with cholesterol. Number 3. Shrimp. Next up is a surprise for many: shrimp. This small crustacean is a favorite in salads, pastas, and stir-fries, and it's often considered a lean protein choice. But shrimp is actually quite high in cholesterol. A 3-ounce serving can deliver over 150 milligrams of cholesterol, half your daily limit in just a few forkfuls. Here's where things get interesting. Shrimp is low in saturated fat, which is far more likely to raise your blood cholesterol than dietary cholesterol itself. Some research even suggests that eating shrimp may increase your HDL, or good cholesterol, which helps clear LDL, the so-called bad cholesterol, from your bloodstream. So, should you give up shrimp? Not necessarily. How you prepare it matters. Grilled, steamed, or sautéed in a little olive oil, shrimp can be part of a heart-healthy meal. It's best to avoid deep frying or breading, which add unhealthy fats and calories. Number 4. Fast food. Finally, let's talk about the big one: fast food and fried items. Here's where cholesterol can really sneak up on you. Burgers, fried chicken, bacon cheeseburgers, creamy sauces. These foods are everywhere, and they're often loaded not just with cholesterol, but with saturated and trans fats as well. Unlike eggs or shrimp, these foods are a double whammy for your heart health. Take a fast food chicken sandwich, for example. It may contain 70 to 100 milligrams of cholesterol, and that's before you add fries, a milkshake, or a dessert. The saturated fats in these foods are the real danger. They raise LDL cholesterol, clog arteries, and increase your risk of heart attack and stroke. These meals are often high in calories and low in fiber, making it easier to gain weight and harder to keep your heart healthy over time. So, what can you do to protect your heart without giving up your favorite flavors? The good news is, you don't have to eliminate these foods completely. Small, consistent changes can make a big difference. Here are a few practical swaps you can make. First, replace whole eggs with a mix of egg whites in your breakfast or baking. You still get the protein, but without the cholesterol. Second, treat liver as a special occasion food rather than a weekly staple. If you need the nutrients, enjoy a small portion once in a while, and round out your diet with other iron and B12-rich foods like leafy greens or fortified cereals. Third, enjoy shrimp grilled, steamed, or sautéed instead of breaded and fried. Pair it with whole grains and plenty of vegetables for a balanced plate. Finally, when it comes to fast food, make smarter choices. Opt for grilled options instead of fried. Skip the bacon and extra cheese, and ask for sauces on the side so you control how much you use. Try to add a side salad or fruit instead of fries, and drink water or unsweetened tea instead of sugary sodas. Another powerful way to support heart health is to boost your intake of fiber. Foods like oats, beans, lentils, and a rainbow of vegetables can help lower your LDL cholesterol. Healthy fats from avocados, nuts, seeds, and olive oil can also help balance your cholesterol levels and keep your heart strong. Let's recap the 4 foods highest in cholesterol: egg yolks, liver, shrimp, and fast food or fried items. You don't have to cut them out entirely, but being aware of their cholesterol content and making small adjustments can go a long way toward protecting your heart. Remember, cholesterol isn't inherently bad. Your body needs it to build cells and produce hormones. The problem arises when LDL cholesterol gets too high and starts to build up in your arteries, increasing your risk of heart disease. By understanding which foods are high in cholesterol, you can make choices that keep your body in balance. Have you been eating any of these foods regularly? Or have you already made swaps to reduce cholesterol? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear your experience. And if you're curious about foods that actually help lower cholesterol, check out my next video right here.